Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is the third session of Power BI. So in previous class we have seen installation of Power BI and what are the best features of Power BI there, what are the license types, and these are all we have discussed in previous class. In today class we are going to connect the data. Right. Day 3 Power BI. And today we will see the aim of today's class. Aim of today's class. The first we'll see how many different types of data connection. Types of data connection available in Power BI. We'll see that what are the different data connections we do have available in Power BI. And the next what we do, so let's connect import way, direct query and live connections. Live connection and their importance. And their importance. Let's see this one. These are all the three different types of data connections available in Power BI. One is import way, second one is direct query, third one is live connection. We will see one by one what is the importance from that when we go for live, when we go for import, when we go for direct query. So let's check one by one. And the third aim of this session, we will check the size of data. Different sizes, otherwise you can see that sizes of data while connecting import connection. While connecting import connection, this is the third one which we are going to discuss. And the fourth one, how to open Power Query to modify any changes in the data of tables and its data types. This is the fourth goal which we are going to discuss. We will go in deep. I'm just letting you know what we are going to cover today. How to add new data and its any changes. Any changes. Any changes in Power BI after loaded the data. This is important. So you can say that refreshing the data. Refresh options that are available. Let's see one more 60 aim. Building two charts. Those are all the basic charts which is available in Power BI. Let's see one by one. This is the goal of the day today. It's just giving you what we are going to discuss, so that's why you can able to concentrate on class. So the first one, so different data connections, different different types of data connections. This is one of the important question for the interviews. Just have a look into it. Let's see. Here there are three different data connections available in Power BI. So total three connections. Let's see one by one. The first one, live connection. And the second one, import connection. And the third one, direct query connection. So these three are the different data connections that are available in Power BI. So let's see one by one, what is live connection, what are the advantages from the live connection, what is the import connection, and what are the importance of import connections, and direct query connections. And we will see when we go for the live connection, when we go for the import and direct query connections. So based on the scenario, based on the requirement, we are going to connect the data in the mode of the live connection, import and direct query. We are going to discuss in details with practicals. So the first one which we are going to discuss about, the first one, live connection. What is live connection? Live connection in Power BI. Let's see. It's create the data set at Power BI service level. So live is taken from the Power BI service. So let me write here. It's create the data set. Data set in the sense data tables, data sources. So we will see in practical. Just to have a look into it. At Power BI service level. We know about that different components that are available in Power BI. That one of them is Power BI service. Currently, we are working on Power BI desktop, right? After we complete the building any reports, then we save that into the Power BI service. Did you recall? I just have told in previous class about that different components that are available in Power BI. So Power BI service is one of them. Let's see, in the live connection, we create the data set at Power BI service level. So then we connect the data set, then we connect that data set. We connect that data set to the Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop. And the next here, what do we do? You have to create data set. You have to create a data set at Power BI desktop. Then we share those reports to the Power BI service. So this data set, we connect that data set to the Power BI desktop, because data set is created at the level of Power BI service. From there we pull the data to the Power BI desktop. Then we start building the reports. So we will see one by one in practically. Don't worry about it. Just have a look into it. While we doing practicals, you should have to recall the things which we are discussing right now. And see the beauty of live connection. So once you build it, build it in the sense data set. Once you build the data set in means data source, data set, then share it to Power BI service. So we share that Power BI service level. So it's already discussed in the above point, but here the see beauty. So the data coming from the Power BI service, which is live connection right now. So in the live connection, you see once you created the data set at the Power BI service level, you can connect that data set into your Power BI desktop, and as well as any number of people, they can also connect that data to their Power BI desktop. So people can work with the single data source. So we will see the difference. Let me write here. Then any number of developers can connect that data set from Power BI, from their Power BI desktop, Here the see, they connect that and they work it. So this is the important here. And okay, we can write. So all of them can see and experience the changes which is made at Power BI service level. So let's see what are the drawbacks here. There are some drawbacks that otherwise you can say note. Some key note here. Once you connect with the live connection, so there is a one or two points, just better to recall it. If any questions is asking from this side, you have to be very alert to answer it. So here, once you connect that live connection, so live connection in the sense here, the data coming directly live. So live in the sense it is pulling the data from the Power BI service level. We already created the data set at Power BI service level. So because of that only we connect that data set to the Power BI desktop. So any number of people, we can connect that data and we can work on top of that. So by using the data we build the reports, we share that reports, and any number of people also can do that. Here the say the beauty is very good, but the drawback is here. So you can't do work on transform data, because if you want to do any changes at the Power BI desktop level, over the this one data set, so you can't able to do it at the Power BI desktop because it is directly coming from the Power BI service. So whatever the changes you want to do, so that changes should be done by Power BI service level only. So let's see here, you can't do work on you can't do work on transform data. Transform data in the sense, we will see there in the Power BI desktop level, before you loading the data, we find three options. One is load transform data and another option. So here the transform data, which means you are going to pivot the queries. Pivot queries in the sense, whatever the you wish to change something in your data set tables, so you can change there. But when it come to the live connection, you can't able to do it just because of the data set coming from the Power BI service level. So this is keep in mind. And one more thing, any data modeling also. So here let me write in second point. So any data modeling, data modeling in the sense maintaining the relationship, that you will know very soon. So this is just basic, that's why I'm keep on writing. So we will see in practicals also. So at Power BI service level, here you see here, so you can see the data modeling at Power BI desktop. But we will see that practically once we reach out to the Power BI service model topics. So we just have can able to see the how the relationship has maintained. So but the data modeling, you can't able to do the any new data modeling at the Power BI desktop level. So this is also one of the drawback. So we can write, wait, reframe it. We can see the relationship between the tables at the Power BI desktop level, but you can't change any data modeling at Power BI desktop level. That is only happening service level. So keep in mind. So this is the all about live connection. So let's see the next one. What is next one? Import connection is there. So wait, let me write first, then I will explain you, because it's taking so much time to writing here. The second one, import connection. Here the import connection, this is the important point. It's a default connection mode in Power BI, so that any data set or any database or any database any data set or any database can connect with the import way of connection. Import way, you can say simply like this: to import data, to connect the data into Power BI environment. So let's see here in the third one. Let's see how we are going to import the data through import connection way into Power BI. So we will connect CSV file also. We will connect that any Excel file. We will see that import connection in practically. So here also there is some note. What is that note? Let me write here. So some note is there. So here, okay, let's see how it connect the import connection. Let me, should I write here? I can't able to draw here. That's okay, fine. Can I able to draw here by using that pencil marker or my tone? Isn't there any marker here? Not finding marker here. Okay, let me write here the simple way how it works background. How it's work background while we connecting the import connection. Let's see here how it connect the data. So connecting the data in import way, because of so many databases, and you can say any databases we can connect with the import connection, because of it is the default connection mode. So the beauty of here, while we connect the data, it takes the data in the form of Snapchat image. Let me write here so you can able to read it again if there is something to write here. We will connect the data. So first thing, we are connect the data. So while we are trying to connect the data, how Power BI desktop takes the data. So see here, it takes the data. It takes the data in the form of screenshot. In the form of screenshot. So screenshot image you can write. So the data it is taking in the form of screenshot image, then it transform that screenshot image into data type, some medium. That medium is Vertipact. So let me write in the next point. Then that screenshot image will be translated into dot pb dot pbix Power BI. Let me write here dot pbix. So I'll explain you here. And save that data in the form of dot pbix format. Here the translate, so let me write here the main point. It will be translated through Vertipack. So let's see here. Then what it will do? So then it will read the data from there. Then Power BI read the data format in local machine. Power BI read the data from the .pbx file. .pbx file. Then we start building the reports. So the see here why Power BI desktop is doing such a complex thing here. And then we start to build the reports. See note to the uses. So here the use of this one. So if it is there 100% data, you can say that some 10 GB, 20 GB like that. If 100% of data, that can convert into just 15 to 20%, or you can say that 10 to 20%. 10 to 20% of that data size. It compress the data. So from 100% the data size into 10 to 20% of the data, it will compress that one. So data set size, you can say that here. So see here import connection. Here focus more on it. Import connection, it is default connection, you can say that. So very default connection. Any data set that you can connect from there to a Power BI desktop. So default connection is import connection. This is one of the interview question. And how it work background. This is main important in interviews. So in background here what it do. So while we try to connect the data into the Power BI desktop, in that time it takes the data into the form of screenshot image. In the form of screenshot image, because data taking in the form of screenshot image. After it takes that screenshot image, what it will do? It will translate that image into .power BI .pbix file. So .pbix file is one of the file which we are going to save into your local machine. So how it will going to save in this format .pbix? So by using that Vertipack. Vertipack is one of the engine. So it is inbuilt engine of Power BI. It will translate that screenshot image into the .power BX. So in the local machine, it will save in the form of .pbix format. From there, Power BI desktop read that file. What is the use from this method? So from this method, sometimes in the Power BI we do have the some millions of the records, sometimes lakhs of the records. In that cases, right? So huge amount of data is there. it will be feel Power BI desktop very burden. So in that cases it will compress the data. So the same data it will compress into the 10 to 20% of that size. So I will show you in practically. So just wait. The last one we will discuss about that third connection, direct query mode. Direct query mode. Direct query mode in the sense it's a way of connection. It's a way of connection is connected from the data set, from the databases. So databases here example you can say that. So let me write here example. There are so many data sets are right. SQL Server, PostgreSQL. So these are all the different data sets that are available. These are all the databases. These are all connected in the mode of direct query connection mode to the Power BI desktop. So what it requires, let's see one by one. To connect the databases from outside environment, so you need some security purpose. You can say that username, password, these are all the important, right, to connect some data from outside. So what are the requirement that we need? So let's say here, to connect data from database, we need some security inputs. We need some security inputs. Security inputs that we need to provide. What happened? That we need to provide. See one by one. See one by one. Okay. See here. The first one we need username, right? If you don't have username, you are not able to connect the desktop. So by using that username, so you need to provide that username to the this databases. And the second one, if you have username, you should have password, right? So you need to provide password also. And the third one, once you provide that password, username, you need to find that where tables are there. What is the database that you are going to connect? Where files are located. So you need to find out that database location. So database location in the sense that files and tables, etc. So anything, if it is there any store procedure, if is there any views that you are going to connect, whatever the tables that you are connecting, so you need to find that location. So this is also important thing you need to provide. And the next one, port number. So the first time when you are connecting that database into the Power BI desktop, you require to provide that port number, which is provided by the database side. So if any port number is there, provide that. And the next one, database name also you need to provide. Database name. This is also you need to provide. So let's see here. There are some notes. These are all the 5 things you need to provide. Some note here. So note is in direct query mode. In direct query mode, we cannot see the data. We cannot see the data in Power BI desktop. So this is drawback. You can't say the drawback. The thing is here some limitation. In direct query mode, we can't see that data in the Power BI desktop. You can connect the data, you can see the data, you can work by using the data, but you can't see the tables while you are checking there. So I will show you in practical. So what does it mean exactly? And one more thing, we can't convert. I will write it in down. We can't convert import connection to direct query. We can't convert the data connection mode from import to direct query, but we can convert direct query to import. So let me revise here. So once I explain you will see that so this is previous class and this is our goal. So data types, what are the different data type connections available that we have discussed: live connection, import connection, and the direct query mode. In this, I have shown you that import way, what is the direct way, live connection. Two questions are completed and their importance also, their limitations also I have explained here. I will explain you once again because during writing I couldn't able to make your things clear. So now I will explain you in 2 minutes. Swift view. So we will check that data size also. This one is we are going to see right now, and the modifications in the Power Query by using that we will see in practical way. So any changes in the databases that we will see. So here there are three different types of data connections available in Power BI. One is live connection, import, and direct query. In the live connection here, you can create the data set at the Power BI service level. Remember that live connection is always coming from the Power BI service. So in this Power BI service, you can connect the data set to the Power BI desktop, and any number of developers also can connect from that database. So then they can build the reports. The beauty of this, any number of people that can connect that data set from their Power BI service level to their Power BI desktop. So these are all the things, but here the one limitation is you can't see the make the any changes at your Power BI desktop level. So whatever the data set that are available in Power BI service level, you need to work on top of that. So whatever the changes you need or required to change here, you go back to Power BI service, then you make this, those changes whatever you feel. The note here, you can't do work on transform data. This is what we have discussed just now. So you can't make any changes at your Power BI desktop level. So you can see the relationship that between tables. So which means any what type of joins, what are the tables columns so that are connected from one table to another table, that you can see here, but you can't see that make that data modeling changes also here. And import connection, this is very important here. In the import connection, it is the default connection mode, and any data set, any database that can connect in import way. So the beauty of here, you need to understand the background, what it will do. So in import connection, it will work the background when we are trying to connect the data. So during that time, it takes the data into the form of screenshot image. So in the screenshot image, then it will translate through Vertipact. This is a Power BI survey, Power BI desktop engine. It is inbuilt one in Power BI. It will translate that screenshot image into the Power BI .Power BI file. So in this Power BI file, it will save into your local machine in the form of .pbix format. So remember this. So what is the use from this? So once you save the data into the form of .pbix, so then Power BI desktop connect the data and to the Power BI desktop. It will read from there. So you have to remember that. And the next thing, what is the use from this background work import mode? So if it is there any sometimes millions of records, billions of records are there, in that cases a file size is very high. In the file size is very high, your desktop can't handle that much of data, or it will feel the burden. So in that cases, it will compress the data from 100% data size set, let's say. So it will compress that into the 10% to 20%. If it is there, very limited thing, it will compress that almost 90% of the data set size compressed into the 10 to 20%. It's a beauty of that import mode. And the final one, direct query mode, it's a way of connection, and that you can say that it will connect that databases. So for example, SQL Server, Postgres, so these are all the databases. There are so many databases like this. For when you connecting that data or tables from the outside environment, you need some security reasons, security purpose, those are all the you need to provide. One is the username, it required password, database location where it is located, files or tables, etc., and the port number, database name also you need to provide here. So this is the thing. There is one note here. In the direct query mode, we can't see the data in Power BI desktop. In it is, we can see the tables, whatever the tables are there. I will show you in practically direct query mode how it works and all. So here one more note important. If any interviewer asks you, can we able to convert import connection to direct query mode in the Power BI desktop? So you can straight away say that it is not possible from import to direct. So but direct to import it is possible, because import is the default connection mode here in Power BI. So from import to direct query it is not possible. Direct query coming from the databases required to provide the username, password, database name, and the port number, etc., these things. But direct query mode to import mode it is possible, because of the once you connect that data into the Power BI, then you can save that image file, I have shown you .pbx file into your local machine. So in the once you save that tables into local machine, you can work on that. So this is all about that. First coming two questions. Third, fourth, we are going to discuss. Just wait. Next to move that further, we will check that sizes, how they are compressing. What is the databases? How they can convert that sizes of the tables into less space. Let's see. We are here. The first question, second question of this session we have completed. Let me keep it here. Then you can able to understand it. These two questions are completed. These are all the theoretical one, and now we are going to do the practical one. So the third one, we will see that connecting the import mode, and we will see how it will compress the data. So the next one, see here. So this is the practical one. Now in the practical, let me open the Power BI first. See here. In the search button, I'm just typing Power BI, opening Power BI now. Wait, take some time to open. So this is the Power BI opening. Look at here. This is product of Microsoft. So this is um, the first page which you can open. So click on home. It is home. Now we are going to blank report. These are all the databases you can directly connect from here also. So let me click on blank one. See here, this is the Power BI interface. So these are all the main menus we have seen in the previous classes. These are all the different tabs that are available in Power BI. This is canvas area. You can build report here. And these are all the pages. You can add any number of pages which you want to develop, or you can delete it here, the pages. So it will ask you the warning one. If there is no any content, is there any important content or reports? So it will give you some warning. So see here, now let me connect the data. So in the import way, you can see I have shown you there are many types that you can connect the data. Here the get data you can connect from here, or get data you can connect from here. If it is there Excel workbook, Excel table, you can connect from here. The SQL server here, and the files also I have shown you one more option here, get data. So these are all the things. So let me directly connect here, or here also click here. So sample superstore data we already connected in the previous class. Just I'm clicking open here. You just have to observe here. So the moment I click here, so today's session is we are discussing about import mode, live connection, and direct query mode. So you see here the focus is on only the connection mode. So in the connection mode, I am just trying to add the data. So any here or here. So here the get data, click on Excel sheet. So here you see, so import data. So you see that pop up import data. It will give you import data. So as we discussed, the import connection is a default connection. So anywhere you can see this is the live connection. So this is directly from the Power BI service level. You will see this is the symbol of the database. So this is coming from the Power BI service. So see here import data. See here the connection data verse, which means this data verse is coming from the direct query mode. So SQL Server import data is also there, but the SQL Server is also have direct query mode. We will see that two option, different option. What is import, what is query, direct query, and likewise you can see the import data. So there is no any option that are mentioned import data connection, direct query, or any live connection. You that pop-up will give you some information how you are going to connect your data. So let me click here. So I'm just connecting the data. It is there in the downloads. You can see that I'm connecting this sample superstore data. The moment I click here, see, it is not asking anything related to connection modes. So it directly taking the data. So which means the default connection. Default connection is import connection. So this is keep in your mind. If any interviewer asks you the based on this question, so you should be clarity about it. These are all the tables. See here. In the tables, I am just checking the orders. It will show the preview. What is the data is there inside the table. These are all the columns and the rows you can see only limited one. So remaining things you can see inside that Power BI desktop. So I will show you till now 23 records only it will showing. So here the options, one is load, one is transform data, Transform data, which means it will Power Query. So Power Query is one of the important concept in Power BI. We will discuss about this Power Query also. And cancel in the sense, the moment you click here, it don't take that one data. So again I am going to click here and connecting that sample superstore. So again doing the same process, it is import mode. So again checking that order, which means selecting orders table. These are all the different tables that are available in the database, that is sample superstore database. You can say that 4 different tables are available. I'm just selecting the first table. It will show you preview. Just wait for a moment. Here you see, earlier we have seen that cancel, it will cancel database. So transform, we will see. I'm just clicking on transform. In the transform, you see here, so 9995 rows are there. So which means it is very big database. It's about so this is the Power Query. See here, Power Query transform data, which means it will directly take you to the Power Query to make any changes here. We will see one by one what are the changes that we can do. So anything we need to add in the databases, we can see that to the tables. So I'm just canceling it here. So I'm just canceling here. So we no need to anything changes. So again I am connecting the data. In the third option we will see here, this is import mode. So connecting one table, it is preview, another table checking. In the third option, load. The moment I click here in the load, it will directly load into that Power BI. Whatever the table, whatever the data is there, there is no any changes will happen once you click the load. Directly exact the table and content rows and columns, it will load into that Power BI desktop. So in the transform data, you can make changes anything here in the data on columns, rows. So that is possible while clicking on transform data, but loading is directly load into the Power BI. See here, it's loading the data. So these are all the records. You will see tables here, tables in the sense column. It takes moment because there are about 10,000 records are there. Wait for a second. So see here. So it will give you expected modeling engine black any changes. This will give you some warning. Just ignore it. So those are all the records loaded into Power BI. Just canceling here. See here, look at here. This is the orders table. So these are all the columns which are available in this order. Let's see one by one. I'm just clicking here one. So you see that. So this is that one. I'm just canceling here. So this is the import mode that you can say that import mode directly it will take this here into Power BI desktop. So let me see. So this is the practical how its size compress. So see here, once I bring the data load into the Power BI environment, now I'm going to save here. So otherwise let me create one sheet. This one, click here, apply changes. That is fine. It takes time again, so that's why I didn't click. Okay, let's wait for some time. Wait for some time. There are 10,000 records, right? So it takes some time to perform anything. Now it's loading the data. Earlier it was loading the data, so it asked for the apply changes. So I just clicked on apply changes. Apply changes is here, not anywhere. So that's simple. That's okay, fine. Nothing will affect. It will duplicate another table. So category, profit, and you can say that sales as well. So I just created, not for any meaning purpose. So now let's see how this import mode translated. So are taking the data in the form of screenshot image. Then it will translate through the Vertipact, that is the inbuilt engine of Power BI, to translate that image into the .pbix file format. So let me see. Clicking on home, I am going to save as. So here, once you build the report, just click on save as. Here the documents. So you can find the any location, or you can give any location, or OneDrive or recent file. You can give location. See here on the down, I am just typing the any name, my sample, data. I'm just giving the, automatically it will give dot power bix. So you can see this will save into your local machine in the form of dot pbix file. So I have discussed, right, this is the format. So now I am saving here. What happened? So you need to find location. So that is, I forgot, my sample data. So I found location. It is saved into the document file. So it is there, C drive, users, Dell, and OneDrive documents. This is the path, location path. So you can find here about this data table. So dot pbix. Let me click here, save. So I will show you. So see my sample data. It is saved. Last saved today 7:25 a.m. So see here, I will show you there in the same location. So I'm just clicking here. Let me go this file. Where it is that file? Programs. I think I forgot that path. Otherwise, let me see documents directly. So see Power BI desktop, customer connection. It is not there. Okay. My sample data is here, 7:25 a.m. Here, look at here, the 15th to. This is the table we have saved just now in the format of .ppix. So see here, properties. In the properties, you can see that millions of records, that millions of records see here, 740 KB. So we will see original size of that file, sample superstore file. So you see here 740 KB. Let me see that one file where it is located. How to check it here? I think in downloads. Here sample superstore. Here, see, I'm just checking here properties. This is original table. See, 3.20 MB. This is original file 3.20 MB. This is the size of that database 3.20 MB, but it is converted into very small size where it is here. Here you can see 740 KB. So this is the beauty of import connection. It will compress the data. 100% of your data set size, it will compress into the just 10 to 15% or at max 20% of that particular size of the data. But without missing any data, that is the important. Here how it will do. So one more important point I forgot to mention there. So it will convert that rows into columns, columns into rows. So then it will save the that record size. So it will convert from row to columns, columns to rows. It will give you compress that data into the smaller size without losing any data. So this is the beauty of import connection. So that is why I have shown you that third question. And the fourth question we will see. The fourth question here, the aim of fourth question, we will open the Power Query. Power Query we have seen just now. So let me see Power Query and any changes also. These two are the same questions, you can see. Same questions in the sense both are all working on the same environment there. So let me show you. This fourth question and the fifth question. The Power Query, any changes that you can do here. So in the Power BI. So again I am doing connecting the new data, otherwise I am just cancelling here. Again I am opening the Power BI. So Power BI desktop, okay, wait for some time again. So it's asking for update. I remind that Power BI will release new version of Power BI every new month. See here, clicking on blank report. Just wait. This is the Power BI interface. Get data, connect the Excel. So going to Excel and opening here. The third question is opening the Power Query, which we have seen just before. But again, exclusively, I am focusing on that particular Power BI Power Query. So which means transform data and make any changes, see any changes. So such things. There are two different way to reach out that data transform. So yeah, now connecting orders and taking time. Here second option. Earlier in import mode, we directly loaded the data into that Power BI desktop. Now here I am just clicking the transform data. This is also import mode, but I'm just going for the Power Query. Power Query in the sense you can see you can make any changes there. So in the load you can't make any changes here. Directly whatever the data is there, whatever the format or data columns rows are there, it will exactly load into that Power BI desktop. You can work on top of that only. But when it come to the Power transform data, which means you can make any changes, you can see changes, you can make changes. These are all the possible here in transform data. I'm just clicking on transform data. Look at here, it will take into the next page, or you can see Power Query. So that is one way. Another way also I will show you. So before we are connecting the data, we can do that transform data. So after you connected that data into Power BI desktop also, you can make changes. I will show you how. So this is the another page of that Power BI desktop. This is the Power Query. You can see here title Power Query. So here, so new sources, if you want to connect any data sources, you can connect from here also. So this is the close and apply. Once you make any changes here, you can go for the close and apply, then only it will reflect into the Power BI desktop. I will show you at the end of the this changes here. And the recent sources also, it will show you recent source. So what we have used, this is sample superstore. Whatever the recent sources that you are working on, it will show you there. Here enter data, you can randomly enter data from here itself. I will show you how to do it. So this is data source setting also. You can see, wait, let me click on here. Here the data set, see data source setting. You can see here the whatever the data set, this is sample superstore XLS file. So this is the Excel file, you can see. So here the change sources also, you can click here export Power BI DS. I will explain you this one also. Edit permissions also you can see, clear permissions also you can see. So these are all the one by one we will see. I'm just canceling here. So any choose columns, remove columns, reduce rows, this is also you can see. And these are all the different options available. Replace, use first row as header. Once you click here, right, so it will go this head this row into the header format. This header will remove. So these are all we will see one by one. And here one more thing you have to see. So we try to connect that Excel file into Power BI desktop. That is source. Here applied step is very important. When you working in real time, you will see here step by step what are the changes made on the Power BI query level. So the sources you connected. The next one, you went for the navigation. So you are going to change here. So you promoted headers also. Here you will see the different changes that you will see. And change type, here in the change type, from here onwards you will see the step by step what are the applied steps are happening here. So I am just trying to change some changes here. So here clicking is not possible, otherwise I will make the changes here. So I want data filter only years. So this year might not be there. So you can see last year data. So there is no last year data here. Okay. Okay, let me check all the data. So see here filter rows, applied steps. This is important. I'm just clearing the filter. Click on here. You will see the data. 2016 is there. 2017 is there. I think. Okay. I'll keep only 2016 data. So here date filter. Year, month, year to date. Okay, no data year to date. I will show you, don't worry about it. So one by one option I will show you, I will explain you. Otherwise, I'm just unchecking here. There is a large amount of data I can't see. Okay, fine. Some changes happened here. See, some changes happened here. These are the changes here. It will show you step by step. So in the segment wise, I'm going to only give the home offices. So clicking OK. So it will go for only for the home offices. You see here filter rows. So change the type filter rows. Only filtering only we are doing till now. So we will change by using that CVS file also. So here only one state. So okay. I'm just once you done any changes here in the data set. So for suppose I'm clicking here. So or let me change the data type. So here the data type is a text. So I want to change this into the number, whole number. So I make change here, it will show error because of the data is different, data type is different, it will show error mark here. So your focus is here, applied step, see. So change type 1 also here. So it will see from here to change type, filter rows and change type 1. So this is wrong one, that's okay, fine. I'm just clicking on close and apply. You have to click here, otherwise no changes will be you can see. So don't click here cross button. Once you make any changes here, go here, close and apply. So it takes some time here. See, again it's loading the data. That is the transform data one way before going to Power BI environment. So one of the loader code is contain error. It will show you data type we have in the right. So just cancel it. So this is the way of how we are doing that Power Query. So now let's see another way of transform the data. Here you see transform data. So that is the first way. This is the second way, transform data and data source setting. I will show you transform data. Click on transform data. It will again show you that same window, Power BI query. The same option, same thing. This is the second way to reach out that Power Query after you loaded the data into Power BI desktop. So before loading the data, there is one option, transform data, the same thing. And after you loaded the data into Power BI desktop also, you can see the changes here by using the transform data. So this is, we will go for details one by one. These are all options are important here. We will see where to use, how to use, when to use. These are all one by one we will see day by day. So this is all for the Power BI desktop Power Query. Just basic introduction, just like a tour you can say that. So from tomorrow onwards we will show you one by one. So Power Query is one of the major topic and very important in your real time. So we will show you one by one here, one by one option, what is the use, when it is used, how to use, what are the advantage of that. So these are all we can see. And let's say the last one of the today. So here refresh data also there, refresh options. I will show you refresh options in the next session. So refresh option is nothing but we have to get the data and refresh that data. So I can write some tables over the outside, but its time is very over. So that's why I'm just restricting here. So these charts also I will build in next session. Otherwise, that would be good. So because time is going very, so one is pending here, two is pending. So okay, end of third session. Oh, Power BI. So in the next session we will discuss about that refresh options, what are the available, and this last one, the two different charts which we are going to build. Every day we are building the two or three different charts and you can able to recall them also. while you answering. You can see at one go. So Power Query, how we are doing charts, how we are going to build, and what is the use of these charts and there. So once we reach out to that one, Power BI service, then we will see that this direct query mode, direct connection, we required some database I haven't created so far, so that's why I can't able to show you right now. So live connections, I will show you this live connection also. So once we reach out to Power BI service level. So otherwise I will write here Power BI service level. So we will see here import mode, we just completed a desktop level. So this one we require database. So I haven't created database so far, so that's why I will show you direct query mode also. Currently we will work with the import mode connection. These two are very small things in the sense that we can connect the data, but as of now we can connect that import mode connection. It is easy for us. So after few sessions we will connect the direct query mode, then we will work on that live connection also once we reach out the Power BI service level component. So this is all about for the today's session, and tomorrow session we will continue that some more practical. Today it was a bit boring, but I need to explain it, otherwise we would miss out to something. So that's okay, fine. So I can understand this boring level right now. So this is all for the today. So thank you for your time.